Hi, and welcome to this beautiful meditation that is being inspired by the ring of fire that happened during the new moon on June the 10th, 2021. Even though you may not be listening to this during that moon, um, it's not a new moon meditation. It's actually a clearing. It's a healing. This one is a chakra clearing, and what we call in Reiki healing, we use it to floss through the chakras. So this is like a flossing, a cleansing, a clearing to help be able to remove any blocks that are around the chakra energy fields within the body. And so, if you are new to this meditation and you have not yet taken any guided meditations with me, this one is one that can be used by beginners or people who are advanced. This is a bit of a healing for you. And for anyone who just wants to bring their body back into balance or in alignment and coming back to center, being more grounded, rooted, clearing your head. It may be moving beyond hormonal, emotional moments. It may just be emotional blocks. You may have just been through some challenging times. And of course, this is being recorded as we are coming through the pandemic that is feels as if we may be just kind of coming to the end. But I was just about to go to bed and I heard that to do this meditation. So I am recording this. It is being recorded. It is in audio for the reason that you can just put it on and close your eyes and just listen to my voice and know that my voice is to guide you. It doesn't mean that you have to seek and search everything that I'm saying. If you're new to any meditation, a guided meditation is not for you to, if I say visualize, it doesn't mean you have to visualize, it don't mean you have to actually see it. Is that you have to allow your senses to work for you. Just go with the flow, let whatever's happening. Do not try to shut your mind down. If you try to shut your mind down, then you're just causing yourself more angst and anxiety trying to do it right. Don't try to do it right. Just close your eyes, just breathe, just be present and just just be there and just be with you. And um, and you'll hear me talk a lot about feeling. You'll hear me speak about visual. What I'm doing is I'm helping you to be able to connect to your senses as well. So the guided meditations are never pre-planned. I never know how they're going to go. And I trust channel. This is truly being able to trust intuition, to trust the channel energy that channels through me. So this is a chakra balancing, flossing, cleansing, healing, all kind of combined together. We have 7 major chakras within the body, and these are all withheld within the body, and they impact or are responsible for holding the energy or holding the life which you have existed in. And so everything that has happened within this lifetime is in those 7 chakras. So you have your root, you have sacral, solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. And the first chakra, the first of the major chakras, is the root chakra, and it's closer to the tailbone area. It's in the lower area. It's red in color. The second chakra, for anyone who's new, I want to be able to just give you some information. And so your second chakra is the sacral chakra, and that one is located between the pelvic area, in front and back, all the way around, including the hips, and it is in the reproductive parts of us, and so the uterus, the ovaries, the testicles, those areas within a man. And then you have, and so it really ties to your creative, your emotional connection to relationships. It ties into all relationships, the birth of children, uh, being a part of contributing to the production of children. And then you have your solar plexus. And when you move to the solar plexus, that's our power centers between the rib cage. It is the place of love. Also ties into emotional connection and relationships as well. And the understanding of power comes from here. And then you move to the heart, and the heart is green, the solar plexus was yellow. And then the heart was green. And the green heart, the green also represents the color of healing. And um, the heart is about the deeper seated love. It comes into all stories that are tied to love. It's actually like the front and the back and all the way around. And there's like a portal door. Um, it's the way that I see it. That really takes you from the heart into the brain of the heart. And so there's a lot of history. There's a lot of stories that are in the heart. And then you have the throat. And when we get to the throat includes all things that are in the areas, and all chakras they do include the organs and the bones and the shoulders. And so everything that's in the area of front and back. And so thyroid and sore throats, those type of things all tie into here. It goes up to the jaw and affects through the jaw, the ears, in through the ear area, like the ear canals. And sometimes um, some of the best ways of communicating is learn to be quiet and learning to listen. That really does work, by the way. And then you have your sorry, you hear a big loud truck. So then you'll have your third eye, and in your third eye, that is the purple. It is between the eyebrow, and this is starting to come into the higher consciousness. It is the eye beyond your eye. It's being able to see. Being able to see with your third eye is being able to close your eyes and be able to, envision the parts of the imagination to be able to create, but also the part of the higher consciousness of seeing, the vision that we see without judgment, without ego, without creating a story. When we see it with our human eyes, we create a story. And so, and then you move up into the crown chakra, and that's at the very top of the head, and that's your spiritual connection, also spiritual connection tied to the third eye. And this one is white, or some people see it as like a very pale purple color. It has that reflection of the violet flame type of energy in it, and it also has a reflection of the purple. So they blend together. And there is a blended energy that comes there, but it's also your connection to higher self. It is the opening that then connects us into spirit world. Once we can start to open the crown chakra, we can start opening up to a higher consciousness and being able to trust your higher self, but also increasing the intuition. And so that you can learn to trust your intuition. A big part of my work is being able to heal through the instinctive self and the instincts and all the parts of the brain that ties into the instinctual self, keeping us healing through the fight or flight, doing a lot of that work, more than just existing. And so we do this work in there. And so I hope you enjoy this meditation. I just wanted to give a little bit of a heads up about what it was going to be. And what you'll be hearing me talk about is taking each and every chakra and picking it up like a ball of light and doing the healing on it and then placing it back in. And this meditation is with your eyes closed, and just find yourself a comfortable place. Just sit back, have your feet on the floor, or be sitting with your feet up but grounded somewhere. So have either your back sitting up with pillows. Make yourself comfortable so you're not wiggling around, so you're not looking for somewhere to be all the time. We don't want you to have to find somewhere to be. We want you to just be present with us and to be there. And a big thing I'd say is that when we're in our house or a home, often there is a lot of outside distractions, and to just not let your thought go there. Remember, I mentioned this earlier, don't let yourself stop in your own thoughts either, and don't try to stop them. So if you're thinking about groceries, if you're thinking about your friends, thinking about what you got to do tomorrow, don't don't judge the moment. Just let it go. Don't stop it. Don't try to stop it. Just let it keep flowing by, and they'll just eventually just pass on. They just leave. We don't want to get we don't want to get emotionally invested in them. And so this is a beautiful journey that we're going to take together in um, in doing some healing work through all 7 chakras. Welcome and get comfortable and just close your beautiful eyes, and I will guide you through, and then I'll bring you back in when we are done. So take the deep breath. I invite you to take a really deep breath now. Breathe in and breathe out. And as you breathe back in again now, we're going to breathe all the way down, all the way down to the lower part of your stomach. Breathe it all the way down. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. Release. One more breath in. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. Release. And then let out the last bit of extra air. And then just let your body just fall down. Just let it collapse in its space where it is. Just let your shoulders drop. Let your spine just fall in on itself a little bit here. Let your whole body just feel like it's like rubbery. Just let go. We're letting go of trying to hold the body in a specific situation or specific place right now. We just want to be able to just let the body fall over. And as we do, let the body just fall over a little bit. Let the spine curve. And as the spine curves, just feel the, like a pull in the spine. And what we're doing right now is we're just letting go of any of our personal history stories that just like the everyday that holds, weights us down, that we carry on our back. And we're just letting go, just letting go. And then as you take another deep breath in now, bring your shoulders back and back up and bring your chest up and kind of hold your body up a little bit higher, straighter. If you're laying down, just let your shoulders pull your body up. And as you're being pulled up, is that we're stretching out the upper torso of the body. And as we're stretching out that torso, is that we are now bringing our emphasis on the 7 chakras. And we're going to go into the aspects a little bit of the functions as we're going, and we're connecting to them energetically. To send any healing wherever it needs to go, not overcomplicating, just simple. Just the simplicity, the beauty of simplicity. So from the very top of your head, you're going to imagine as if you can feel the presence of hands on top of your head. As if my hands are on the top of your head, and just above, a few inches above, you're going to feel the hands of Spirit Guide stepping in and placing their hands on the top of your head. And as they do, you're going to feel as their hands rise. One hand will stay still, just a few inches above the crown at the top. And the other hand is going to move and down, up and down, and it's going to start pushing this big, beautiful white ball of light that starts to form. This ball of energy starts to form between the hands of the Spirit Guide. And then they just start to push that in through your body. And as it pushes in through the body, it's as if you're going to see this white light energy form all the way down, come all the way down the very center of you, all the way down through the whole core center, And then it's going to sprout out and go down the legs, out through the feet, and it's going to go out through the bottom of the feet. And there's minor chakras there, and it's just going to push down, connecting you to Mother Earth and to the Divine Mother. And then as you breathe back up, you're going to feel and see the sense of that white light going up past the spirit guide and all the way into the heavens, into the spirit world, into spirit realm, into the mystical realm, whatever you want to call it. And from there, now we're going to feel an amplified energy starting to come in. And with the hands still there, now you're going to see a red ball of light, or you're going to feel, sense. There's going to be a red ball of light that's going to be up over your head, as if you're looking at your own body in a third person view, as if you can witness and watch this from a third person view. But this is happening to your human self right now. And you're going to feel this red ball of light just being pushed down, pushed into the body, and we're rotating it, rotating it, rotating. We're amplifying it. We are charging up that red light. And then as we push down, we're going to grab onto the red light that is down there to the red chakra. We're going to pull the energy up a little bit, as if we're creating a space in the root chakra area, in the lower part of the spine. And we're going to push this red light down. And as we do, this red light is like a magnetic energy, a healing energy that's now starting to go around and around and around and around, going around, around, around that red chakra. As you can feel this in the root, this is our place of survival. It is the grounding, connecting us to the ancestral energy, to the loved ones or people who have walked before us, those we know and didn't know, connected into the DNA of us. And anything that is of ancestral parents, grandparents, people from the past that are may not be here or anywhere there, or anything that keeps you from being grounded, that sense of safety, comfort, like being able to feel safe here. Anything that needs healing there, we now are removing anything that blocks the healing, that blocks you from being able to receive the love and light. And we push this beautiful energy in even further in through that red chakra. And we send this beautiful healing in. And you may feel it working all the way around. This root is very connected to the earth. And because it's connected to the earth, we want to push that red light, that red healing light, all the way down through with a passionate desire to just be able to live your truth, to be able to live who you are, not who your ancestors were, not who anyone else is, but be grounded and rooted in your truth. And push it all the way down through the feet. And then we're going to pull back up the red healing light. And as that red healing light comes back up into the hands, now everything that you've let go, anything that needed to be released down there is now being taken in that red ball of energy. And we're going to hand this over to Archangel Michael, who comes in and takes away all that you no longer serve you in a loving, protecting way. And we place that into his bag, into his purpley velvety bag that is here. And it's a webby looking bag that goes into spirit world. And then we move, he seals it for now. And then we move up one and we're coming into the sacral. And as we come into the sacral, this is a beautiful orangey light. So the healing energy light that's coming in now between my hands is a beautiful orangey healing magnetic-y energy that's going to push all the way down through. You can feel it being charged, charging it at the top of the crown. pushing all the way down through and connecting into your sacral. And through here, any of the relationships, anything that blocks creativity, anything around any healing around, a loss of a child, whether it be ever had come to earth or not, that we send healing energy, that it picks up any of the residues that you may have carried, any stories that you may have told yourself, anything you've held onto around any of those experiences, but also to the children that are up on this earth. And we send any healing energy in your relationship with children, with mothers, and this is also where the umbilical cord is here. This could also be with father as well. But any healing that needs to be done and extends by the hips and through the hips, that any fear of moving forward, or that's any sense of being held back by any of those emotional stories. Now that we ask for this to be drawn towards the magnetic light, and as it's drawn towards that orange magnetic light, is that it grabs onto the areas, the places that are blocking the flow of procreation, of creation, sorry, of being able to just be able to be in beautiful, healthy relationships, releasing some of the fear and the past history. And it grabs this on and pulls it back up. And then we also give this to Archangel Michael as well. And then we come up and we're coming into the solar plexus, but just below the rib cage, right in that opening, that gap. And this is beautiful yellow, just like the sun, connecting to the sun. And when we feel as if we're being overshadowed, or we're shadowing ourselves, or letting any fears or the power of love to be turned into the negative power, and anything that keeps us from believing in ourselves and not have confidence. This is where your confidence sits, and to not have confidence in yourself, to not be able to trust yourself, also tied and tethered to those relationships and in relation to the lower chakras. So this beautiful yellow light that's coming now between our hands is now forming that, charging up to be that healing light in the solar plexus area. And we're pushing that light in as well. And as we push that light, that healing energy in, the magnetic energy picks up on any of that place, any of those stories, those time in the front, the back, the sides, any of the organs that are linked to here, to any toxic relationships, anything that took away your confidence, anything that made you stop believing in yourself, any time, any place where you've just lost that faith in you. And to also have that, to now come to understand what the essence of that love, and to be able to return to the faith in you, to be able to understand faith and have a deeper connection to the faith within you. This is also, connection with the God consciousness, the higher consciousness of the God consciousness. And we now grab onto any of those that you're ready, any of those stories or old residue energy that may be tied around that sacred solar plexus. We're now grabbing that into that yellow energy, pushing it back up, and it comes up and it comes out. And now we give this to Archangel Michael. He places this in his bag. And then we come into the heart. And as we come into the heart, we bring the awareness of the heart, and seeing your heart, like really, really wanting to be able to open your heart, to be able to trust, to be able to love, to be able to, set yourself free of anything that hurt, of some of the things that hurt your heart. Know that all of this is in slow release as you're ready. And you can do these meditations time and time again. And then we bring in that beautiful green healing light between the hands. And as those come in between the hands of the spirit guide or myself, whatever you're feeling at the top of your head, is that you're feeling the essence of this green energy now entering in. And as it does, we're now pushing that magnetic energy into the heart and the front, the back, between the shoulder blades. And we say this is where our little angel nubs are, and this is where kind of our winged energy. So our benevolence comes out, our holiness, that sense of self. And so that just being able to pull your shoulders back, to be able to believe in yourself, that divine self. And as this magnetic green healing energy is wrapping all through that heart, is that we start to gain clarity, to be able to trust the heart a little bit, even if it's just for this moment. And then we're going to pull everything that you're ready to release from your heart, and we're going to pull that up, 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 and out and giving it to Archangel Michael. And now we're coming back and we're coming into your throat. And as we come into the throat chakra, this is blue. And so here your communication, to be able to commute a healthy communication in whether it is to speak your communication in silence, whatever it may be, sending any healing to here. And so we set the intention to pull in that beautiful blue light. And as we pull in that beautiful blue light, we charge up that healer blue light energy. And as we do, we're pulling that blue light energy in and putting it down into the throat. And to be able to find your physical voice, your spiritual voice, whatever it may be, any healing that needs to be done in these areas, the beautiful blue light is circling around and around. And all of our whole mission all the way through is to have all of these chakras spinning in a clockwise direction. And we're redirecting them. We're getting these beautiful chakra energies to all kind of get in the sync and in the flow to balance you, to balance out your body. And then everything is being magnetically drawn towards that blue light healing energy that you're ready to release, to surrender, to let go of. And then we're pulling that up as well and pulling it out and handing it to Archangel Michael. It is beyond us. And then to the third eye, and this is purple, and our ability to be able to see beyond the human eyes, to be able to have clarity and clear vision on what we want to do, how we want to achieve things, and how our world is unfolding for us, and to be able to have a little more ability to trust the process, but to also see a little bit more of what there is happening right now, more than what our human eyes can see. And so we bring in the purple healing energy and we charge up that purple and we drop it into the third eye. And as we drop it into the third eye, it wraps in and around, and any healing that is needed in the brain, mentally, or through anything that's even physically that has affected the brain, affected the mind, the human mind. We need the logical brain. We also need the imagination, the creativity. We need everything to work in the flow together. And we also send a little extra healing energy towards that whole, the whole sense of connection to the thymus and being able to do some healing work around there and around that little glands that take us into the healing of the instinctual self. So we're not in such fight or flight, that we can see beyond, we can see more clearly on what it is that we really, what's really there in faith and love and light rather than what's there in fear. And then we magnetically have everything you're ready to let go of that's in that place in the mind, any stories that's stuck in our heads, or anything that's blocking you from being able to trust your higher self, your intuition, your instincts. And so then we're going to take that purple comes up and out, and we're releasing this to Archangel Michael as well. And then we come all the way to the crown chakra, the very top of the head. And as if you see 1,000 little lotus flowers, petals just opening up, this beautiful flower blossoming at the top of your head, opening up the crown and just strengthening that connection so that you can know that you may not always feel like you can trust your human self, but you can always trust that higher self to be able to strengthen and grow that intuition and to be able to clear the residue. So we bring in that healing white light energy again, and we pour that in to the crown chakra. And this is not in the human connection. This is about opening to your connection. And so this is about removing any residue that's keeping you from being able to connect to your higher self, to the higher chakras, into the intellect, into the intelligence that's out there, that's there for us, the beings, and to connect to the higher being within you. And so we pull that in, and all the magnetic energy that just picks up what it needs to pick up that is in residue, that's in the way. And we take that and we release that to Archangel Michael. And then you're just going to feel the essence of the hands coming to the top of the head and sending in the intention to have every chakra spinning in clockwise, even if it just stays for a few moments, so you can get this feeling, so you can feel it. And just feel that white light. Feel that Reiki healing energy flowing down through as if it's being threaded through each and every chakra, all the way down to the root. And then from the root, the first chakra, all the way up to the crown. You're just going to see that threading energy now wrap around each and every chakra, twisting, flossing, just like flossing your teeth, flossing, balancing, recharging, reactivating parts of you that may have been shut down, that you may have been avoiding you, or just from previous hurts, pains, trauma, whatever it may be, that have impacted and affected you. And this is flossing through, we're shifting and moving the energy. We're calling in whatever it is you need for healing, whatever you need this for closure, whatever you need for wherever you are in your life, that we just send in love to each and every one of you. We call in love. And then as the thread comes up, is a tug. And let's go. And all chakras are now in alignment and spinning in alignment. And then we're just going to scan through the aura and through the outer body on the skin. And we're just brushing off anything that may have been kept on you. So the spirit guides, my guide is just brushing down each and every one of you, clearing the energy. And then you're going to feel like a pressure at your feet. And this is us at the feet of you, showing love, respect, bowing to you as if to say, we are honored to have been here for you, honored that you are choosing to be a part of your own journey, honored that you are taking this time for you to just, no matter how advanced you are, to return to basics, to go back to the beginning, to always do these little things to be sure to stay connected to self, to know who we are at the core, the simplicity of us, the beauty of us isn't just the raw, simple self, that we don't need anything fancy, it doesn't have to be fancy, it just is what it is. Beauty, love, the sharing of love and light, the healing energy. And then as we rise from the feet, we go to the knees and we touch your knees and we hold your knees. And so anything that's crippling you or anything that's holding you from being able to move forward, we now ask for there to be a release there for you. But remember, this also includes your free will, that you have a choice to keep holding on to and harboring this, or you can keep denying yourself the opportunity to have faith in you, that you have enough, that you have more than in you than you thought you did, and that you can see yourself well, see yourself in a better condition than you were in. May not be ideal, but a better condition than what you were in, whatever that may be. And then we're just pushing and flowing that energy down through the legs, and we're just moving the legs, pushing it all the way down through, and we're just sliding all the way up over the feet and bending the toes. Now we're sliding the hands back. And then we're going to just brush the front and the back down through the spine. And we're just cleansing off. We're just brushing off your shoulders, any burdens that may have been on the shoulders. And then we're sliding down the arms into the elbows and into the elbows. We're just going to that whole sense of, sometimes we're just taking life too serious, that we just, we're trying to protect ourselves. We're trying to keep everything in, but we can also be free and flexible. And we're just moving the arms out, just bending the arms. We're just pushing through. This is also part of the lymphatic system and draining through the lymphatic system. Pushing down, and we're coming right into the center of the hands. And we're just going to push up on your hands. You're going to feel us pushing up on your hands, pushing into the palms, and in the very palms of your hands. We're just going to place our hands over the palms of your hands And we're going to just bring in this white light again, and we're just going to push the healing, loving energy into the hands 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And now you're going to feel that energy coming in through the hands, or you may just sense it, just know it. That beautiful, loving healing. This is compassion and action traveling up through the arms, throughout the body, heading into the heart and into the throat and into the thymus in between, into the jaw, so that your jaws can just relax. And then we're going to just come to the bridge of the nose, and we're going to slide your finger up the bridge of your nose as if you can feel us, and then down across underneath your eyes, and just below the cheekbone. We're just going to push in, and we're going to spin counterclockwise right here in that area for you. And we're just going to let that flow out, any of the angers or frustrations, anything that you pull back in into the sinuses, and we're just going to surrender that and feel that, and we're just going to move that on you down the jaw and throat. We're just releasing it in the whole lymphatic system drain. And then we're going to come up to your third eye area, and we're going to just take your eyebrows, and you're just going to feel us pulling across your eyebrows and stretching across your forehead as if we're just taking our hands and just sliding across your head, and we're opening up the third eye, stretching out here. And then all the way back up to the top and to your crown, and we're just as if we have a little spin dial, and that beautiful white light energy, we're just tightening and tuning like guitar string energy inside of you, tuning to the vibration, to a higher frequency, a higher vibration. And then we're going to come to your ears, and you're going to feel as if we are cupping your ears, or just know we're just cupping your ears. And the ears, it has the shape of the fetus, and we're just sending full whole body healing to you right here, right now. Just to bring the chakras into full alignment. And we're just going to breathe that through. And then we're just going to wrap beautiful white light energy, loving energy, to be like a big hug from spirit guide. That this big, beautiful, loving energy is wrapping around you. And then as you breathe in and you breathe out, we're slowly now going to start coming back to the very here, into the now, back into this present moment. Returning you to right here with us. And as we can feel you all coming back into your bodies, you can just let your bodies just relax. And as you are, we are closing in the crown chakra, putting the crown chakra back in. We just want you to be in your awareness of your body as we're doing this. Closing in, and then untethering, untying you from being so super grounded and holding. Just know that you have a healthy balance of being grounded, and just knowing that it's okay to let yourself fly a little bit as well. Okay to be a little bit mystical and fun. And so that's fine. You don't always have to be staying right here, but to find that the balance within us is to be able to create our own heaven on earth, and not to be always in a rush to get out of here, or to get away from everything, to sit with what we need to face, to do the work we need to do, and to just know that coming back to basics, the simplest little things, does some of the most powerful work for us. Remember that. So have a beautiful rest of your day, evening, wherever this is, and whenever you do this. There's no date. This is not time stamped. This is whenever you may find it. But it came to me around the ring of fire of the eclipse. It was the solar eclipse, right? The solar eclipse around this full moon, around the new moon on June the 10th. And it was just seeing us come full circle. And this feels like this may be a beginning of being able to let yourself come full circle. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for being with me. I hope to see you again. There will be many, many more meditations, plus there's many more. And we have many beautiful things in Corrie School of Magic. I just invite you to go have a look around and see what's there that may suit you. Much love. Have a beautiful day, evening, morning, whatever it may be for you. Much love.